Well, hello and good morning. Once again, it is Saturday morning, and actually, it is 4:30 a.m. It seems like a good time to get up. So I have this bass, this older Fender bass, and I want to be able to stress what this March shuffle is. I'm sure a lot of people already know this, and it's a simple thing. But the whole point, especially in blues, is the feel has to be there. You have to feel the blues. And if you do, it's not really just a matter of playing the notes. Okay, this song called Hard Headed Woman is in G, and I have my phone actually on a music stand. So every time I move to show a different section of the instrument, it's going to creak or something unless I stop the recording. But I don't want to do that if I don't have to. So I'll try to, like, there we go. This Particuleros song is the March kind of a shuffle. Make sure I have enough volume. You can tell the difference immediately when you plug in a bass that is not active electronics. My two newfound instruments here, the Carol K type bass and the Yamaha bass, reminiscent of Leland Sklar, have really hot pickups and or active electronics. And this older bass sounds really nice and everything, but compared to them at the same settings on this amp, excuse me, it's way lower volume wise. This song is essentially one pattern. I hate to use the word essentially because some music videos that I watch, the artist uses the word every other sentence, but it seems to sum things up nicely. This is just the typical pattern. The song's in the key of G, so here it is, 3rd fret, low E string, pressing as close to the dot as you can, to get a truer sound. For an older bass, this intonation is really superb. Okay, excuse me. So it's just this 1, 5 octave. However, sometimes there's a nice little slide, even in bass. 2, you don't want to do pull-offs as a major habit on bass. Kind of hard to control, but it's really just a march pattern, march shuffle. Notice I'm using the F natural, and I am in the key of G. And this song is a quick change, so it goes from 1 to the 5. 1 to the 4. Quickly. I need a drink of my lemonade, pink lemonade and orange juice mix. Yum, yum. Okay. So, when you get to the five, it's not typical. And this is I want to make comedy of. I'm going to turn this over. I have heard other people who are songwriters, artists, some very famous, some not so very famous. But the most ironic thing with me, and you might have seen a poster of Mark Twain here and there, he's one of my favorite artists, writers, and speaks of irony, a sense of humor in his writing, poetry, etc. And this is really ironic. And ironic enough that I'm going to just play the song and explain later, if I could. But here's the irony. This is not a typical go to the D, go to the 5. You can see it's different. And it's such a simple change, but I have to reteach it to myself. As well, and the other thing is lyrics. I can never in a million years remember lyrics of some songs today, more current songs that have more structure to them, both musically, lyrically, so forth. But it's very ironic that you have to reteach yourself your own material at times. So there's my tribute to my Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain. All right, so getting back to this, I have to figure out right now what it is when it goes to the 5. My ear should be good enough, but it isn't at the moment, so it's. And it's hard to get all the notes clear and not get that rattle. Even, to keep the action low, which is the way I like it on both guitars and basses. You have to remember you can't attack always with too much force, or you do get that, some kind of like fret rattle along the way. But anyhow. So. Okay, it's not going to go right to the D. It approaches it from above. So ear-wise, is it an E? Is it an F? Is it a D? It's really not that easy to figure out, and it should be both ear-wise, musically, theoretically, and everything like that. But it eventually winds up on the D. Anyway, there's one of the notes. It happens to the best of us. You sometimes space and you don't hit the right notes. You hear them in your head, but they're not coming along. Excuse me. So I'm going to put on the recording and take it from there. Okay? We'll both relearn my song.